Alright, it's been a while since I made a cooking video, and this is going to be quick and dirty. I'm going to make shrimp creole the way my mama and my Mimi made it. So I got some oil hot in this pan. It's going to make an unholy noise because I got distracted. And I'm going to pour in, a few handfuls. I guess it's a generous cup of Trinity. Yep. See, I got distracted. Let's get the rest of that out and in here. Pour that in there. Stir it around. Stir, stir, stir. Sorry, I couldn't remember where the camera was for a second. Like I said, this is not deluxe gourmet or high production value, but you know what? That's not what you were looking for when you came across me on the internet, so I'm not going to worry about it. And get the rest of this Trinity in here. I don't like to waste. And this, I'm going to take you all the way up to almost done, because I'm using frozen shrimp, so the shrimp aren't going to go in until almost the last minute. So I got my oil's coming back up to temperature. I couldn't tell you how much was in there. This is a process, not a recipe. I'm getting ready to open the garlic. I like garlic. It's my favorite. And yeah, I have a little spoon over here. Well, it's a butter knife. So I'm just gonna glop a bunch in there. It's probably about a tablespoon, I think. But you just want a good amount. You're not gonna ruin it with too much garlic, I promise. There are things you can ruin this recipe with, but garlic's not one of them. I'm gonna put this over here. And I'm going to stir this around. Like, you can tell whoever designed this kitchen did not cook because the light is in the dead center of the ceiling. It's so fun for me. Giving that a stir. All right, so that's just frozen Trinity, oil, just plain old vegetable oil. I think the one I use right now is a mix of corn and soybean oil, because you can't escape the soybean oil. I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of budget. I like to put some Italian seasoning in at this stage personally, so I'm popping this bad boy open to do exactly that. I like this blend. This is from our local grocery store, Hearts. So just cover the top. Cover the top. That's mostly what I do with seasonings. Just cover the top. I'm gonna give it a good sprinkle of Cajun seasoning right now. And some Penzeys pepper. I really like Penzeys pepper. It gives it just that little extra, so you don't get completely overwhelmed with cayenne pepper, which cayenne pepper is delicious, mind you, but it can be a bit much. All right, so when this starts to sizzle again is when I'll sprinkle some flour on it. I forgot to get the darn can opener. All right, let's get the can opener. Is it in here? Please be in here. Ugh. Where are you? I hate it when I can't find the can opener. Oh, there it is. I was looking in the wrong drawer. That would be why I couldn't find the can opener. I'm just going to go ahead and get this open so that when it is time, it's not such a struggle. I really do love this can opener. It's nothing special, but it's got a nice soft grip. And it's nice and sharp. It actually does what it's supposed to do. All right, there we go, there we go. Put that there for right now. All right, now, see how the Trinity is starting to get a little bit see-through, and you can hear that sizzle in the pan, right? Yeah, sorry about my fingers. Pop socket. Now I'm going to sprinkle some flour. I don't know how much. I'm just going to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I just want to cover the top, right? Like this is probably maybe a tablespoon, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2. Whatever, use your judgment. The worst that'll happen if you don't use enough flour is it'll be a little thin. So now we're going to cook this for a few minutes. We don't want to brown this too heavily because in this instance, the flour is here to thicken. So we just want to get that that raw taste out of the flour. So just stir. I was wondering what that sound was. It's the rice cooker off in the background. So you want to keep this stirring because you don't want to let it burn, or your final dish won't be delicious. Once even one little piece of flour burns, your whole thing is ruined. Sorry, it's just how it is. All right, this is ready for some liquid. So this is diced tomatoes, and I'm just pouring the liquid straight in here. Now I'm going to stir. I want this to be a relatively smooth paste before I add the rest of the tomatoes in, because the tomatoes are going to release some more liquid as they cook. I'm also going to get a little bit of water, like just a little, like a cup. You're right, I'm intentionally hiding the sink because it's a little messy. And of course, I just cleaned the floors like yesterday, and there's already cat food everywhere. There's just a little, there we go, there we go. Just want to be able to make all of this into a nice, smooth paste. See how it's coming together? Now from this point, you could, if that wasn't tomato juice, if it was like, say, broth, chicken broth, veggie broth, you could turn this into an étouffée from this point. But that's not what I want today. I want a creole. And put a little more liquid. Looks like it's going to be a little thick. So that was about a half cup all told. So that was the juice from the big can of diced tomatoes and about a half cup of water. This is the pot I usually use to make jambalaya. So it's got a little bit of a thin bottom, and it's low. And I like this because you can whisk your roux like so. All right. Now we're going to add in just the whole can of tomatoes. I'm just going to dump it in there. This is how I like mine. I like mine a little on the rustic side. So I'm going to stir all this together. And I'm going to decide if this consistency is what I like. If this consistency is what I like, I might like a little. I'm going to put a little bit more water. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much, though, because the shrimp are frozen, so they're going to release some water, too. You got to keep that in mind. I'm going to stir this. It's just me eating it, so I'm going to taste it with my cooking spoon. Delish. I want a little bit more pepper. A little bit more Italian seasoning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Give it a stir. And then we give it a taste again. Yum. Yum. All right, so now I'm going to go get the shrimp. They're over here. I got them out. These are some brand wild caught shrimp. So, but I'm going to bring this to a simmer first, okay? And when the first bubbles break the surface, that's when I'm going to put in probably about a good pound of shrimp in there. And then I will cook this until the shrimp are done and this stock is the consistency that I like. And I'm going to eat this over rice. So, yeah, you need a big can of diced tomatoes, some seasoning, some oil, some flour, and some shrimp. And there you go, shrimp creole. And this will be ready, I don't know, the whole shebang in 20 minutes altogether, probably. So this video is at 12 minutes right now. The rice is about halfway done. This is warm. It's not really bubbling yet, but I'm going to turn the... Oh, there it goes, the first bubble. So now I'm about to pour the shrimp in, and then that'll take about 10 minutes. So yeah, about 20 minutes altogether. Enjoy.